Hello everybody, it is Tuesday, May 28th, 2019, 0911 or 9:11 a.m. for those of you who are not in the military. Chokohaim. This is actually good. It's like a Korean snack. On Sunday, so 2 days ago, there was a Ship Wide Scavenger Hunt. Right, last time I won this and I got a GoPro. I work nights, so people who work days, the first place gets a prize. People who work nights, the night check gets a prize, right? Whoever turns it in first. Instantly, I knew I had an advantage because I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay up. You know, people who work nights aren't gonna stay up for that. So, unless you're me, which I'm crazy enough to, so I can secure the victory. So, first time I won, and I was the only one who submitted it for night check. The only one. And then this time around, right, I did the exact same thing on Sunday, and guess what? I secured my victory, finished it at like 1600, no, 1700. And yesterday I went back to claim my prize because, you know, it's Monday. I went right about at 1900 thinking I was going to get a prize, but, you know, phone boss, I guess she forgot. She's like, oh yeah, just come back tomorrow. So how it happened the first time when I won, she opened up the prize locker and said, all right, you can choose whatever you want. So there was like Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, just like bunch of other stuff like headphones and stuff. So this time around, I think if there's Bose speaker, like headsets, noise cancellation, that's what I want. If not, if there's a camera, because we were supposed to have a photo contest when we pulled into Croatia, and the winner was supposed to get a camera, but that didn't happen. So I know she still has a camera, hopefully. So that's kind of what I want. I want that camera, whatever the camera was, I want it. If not, then I don't know exactly. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I don't know if they like set a designated prize, but that would be kind of what I want. And you know, work-wise, so that's fun-wise. Work-wise, so the girl that I work with, she is, so in my team, my immediate team, AMSU, Aeronautical Material Screening Unit, just to recap, my job is to receive aircraft like jets and helicopter parts, and then I look at it, put it into the system. Okay, this part goes to this repair facility within the ship. I'm going to give it to them. Or hey, this cannot be fixed within our ship. I'm going to give it to supply, and supply is going to fly it out, and it's going to be repaired. Right? That's what I do. And I have a team of 4, a first class, and now I'm going to be a second class sometime this week. I think that's when the pinning ceremony is. So first class, second class, and then I have a third class who just pick up the girl that I work with at nights. And we also have a E3, an airman, right? So it's perfect. E6, 5, 4, and 3. But the E6 is brand new to AMSU, so he needs a lot of help. And the E3 that works with him during the days is a little bit shaky and kind of does whatever he wants, right? So I trained my E4 pretty well on customer service, on carrying and delivering, you know, and knowing what to do, right? So we moved her to days and the E3 to nights, and he's a little bit of a handful, right? He likes somebody, I don't know who started this like 3-hour break thing where like, so right now he leaves at like 01 to go work out until 0, and then he comes back in at 04, which is fine, right? It's not that busy, but yeah, if you're gonna leave for like 3 hours, that's a lot of time, right? It's not like something I can get, which I wouldn't mind if I can get it, but at the same time, let's say I do decide, let's say he comes back at 04, and then I decide to go work out for like 2 hours or something, and something happens in between, and I'm an E5, I'm going to be an E5, right? I'm the person with the most knowledge within that team. Then they're gonna be like, hey, what the heck? why are you working out? Which it's fine. A lot of people work out during work and it's fine, but to me, I would like to always be there because my E3 is not trained enough, not competent enough, or I don't believe, like just like today, right? Earlier, right about 04, I was taking care of like the high priority stuff. And customers come in, and one of the customers brought a confidential part. And I came in, I was taking care of my stuff, and I saw corner of my eye somebody bringing a confidential part, and here he was sitting down on his desk, and then somebody else came, right, with a non-confidential. So typically when a customer comes, you would assist them in order of how they came, right? But instantly he went to the person with non-confidential. I was like, okay, I'm sure he'll take care of the confidential part customer, right? So I left because I had to deal with clearing out what's called a mailbox, which is my work list, right? I let him sit at the desk to take care of customers, while on the back side I take care of like something like how, behind the scenes that require a lot of knowledge of how the system works and figuring out where the problem is and correcting it, right? And then like 20 minutes later I come back and my confidential customer is still there, right? And he's just like on the phone, like trying to like stall for time. And my customer was like, "Hey, Kim," and obviously, they were sick of waiting, and then they asked me, called my name because I knew I would instantly help them. So I was like, "Hey, what's up?" So I could clearly tell that he was not comfortable with, getting out of his comfort zone a little bit, which I understand. When it comes to dealing with, confidential or secret parts, you just have to be more careful, and you don't want to make mistakes. But when you make mistakes, it happens, right? And that's how you learn from it. If you make a mistake and you put it into the system wrong, that's fine, right? That you just learn and correct it. But they're not there. He's not there yet. So the other day we have what's called a RAS, replenishment at sea, where two ships, my aircraft carrier and another ship, go side by side, and we have helicopters where we drop stuff off. And we were supposed to get like 100 pallets of mail. So that's, I don't know how many boxes, maybe like close to 1,000 or so boxes of mail, right? But it didn't happen. There was an emergency, or we had to be there. We had to be at a certain place, or I don't know if it was planned, or I don't know if they did it on purpose. We'll never know. But we had to break away, and we couldn't get it. So right now, people on the ship, you could definitely tell a lot of people are frustrated, and a lot of like mistakes are happening because we didn't go to Croatia last month, and because we didn't go to Bahrain. Well, because we didn't go to Croatia earlier this month, and because Bahrain got canceled, which is supposed to be next week, and due to the heat, and also no mail. I can't keep my forefinger up, it's gotta be like this. Because of no mail, right, it just kills your morale. When you're out at sea working, anywhere from minimum 12 to like 15 hours, some people more every single day, you need some break in between. And unfortunately, you don't get that kind of break when you're on a deployment like this. Your break comes in from when you get letter from home, or pictures from home, or food, right? Food is a big morale, right? I've always said this, right? Food for me is something that I don't put a price tag on, right? Like I said before, whenever I walk into a restaurant, I don't look at the price of the food. I just look at the food and I get whatever I want, right? So I ordered in April like $150 worth of food. Still didn't get it, right? I think it's with that package in Bahrain that was supposed to come on board. And then mid-May I ordered another $150 worth of food. Still didn't come. Some of them it takes long. I don't know how Amazon knows, but Amazon, like when I buy it, normally when you're in state, right, they like know like, oh, this it's going to take like 5 days, five business days or whatever. But for some reason Amazon knows, and you can already see it says projected to come in between June 8th to like July 14th or whatever. So should be, it should be coming, hopefully, and hopefully none of my food turns to rubbish because of all this heat. And my birthday is next week, June 3rd, so on Monday, so 6 days from now. So that's good. I was going to, when we pulled into Bahrain, going to give myself a gift and get the Bose headphones, noise cancellations, which is very good, by the way. A lot of people on the ship have that Bose noise cancellation, and the bad thing is, like yesterday, we have man overboard. So somebody dropped a what's called chem light. So it's one of those things that glow and then it floats on water. And somebody dropped it, and we had man overboard at 1:30 or 02. And there's always people who have those Bose headphones on and they're listening to music, and the bell just like man overboard, like it's loud, but the noise cancellation is so good that they just don't hear it. And normally when you're living in a big room, other people like walk around and wake you up, but some people are always forgotten, unfortunately. When you're in the ship, you have the AT&T phone card, which I actually don't have right now, which is very expensive, by the way. It's super expensive. I got a $20 card, and when you make a call, it's like 80 cents, right? And per minute, it's 45 cents, right? So when I make a call, whether the person picks up or not, it's 80 cents, right? And which eats into your minutes, right? Because when you have $20 and it's 45 cents per minute, in the beginning it said I have 44 minutes, right? But that was enough to make 3 calls 3 different times. The final time was when I told my parents. No, the second time. First time I just called to let them know where I am and how I'm doing, because I didn't pull into Croatia and I missed them. It was Mother's Day, so I called them. Second time I called in because the results came and I picked up second class. I didn't get to talk to my mom, so 80 cents gone right there. Called my dad. And then third time, I just randomly wanted to talk to them. Every Saturday at 9 o'clock, I promised to call every day. So I did, and I said like, hey mom, send me like snacks and stuff, because I ordered a lot of food, but I didn't order a lot of snacks like this, because it's pretty expensive and it's pretty actually hard to find on Amazon. But in total, I think I talked for about 25 minutes for $20, something like that, 25 to 30 minutes. So yeah, that's kind of costly. Right now I get to save a lot of money because I'm not going to any port, any country anytime soon, and also I'm in a tax-free zone. And also every year, the year you join, you get what's called a clothing allowance. So clothing allowance is like any uniform you change or dry cleaning throughout the year, or any patches you sew on. So like, let's say on my Type 3s, right, I want to patch on my name tag. I forgot what a name tag is. That's like $5, right? That's what they charge you. So you do that multiple times, dry cleaning multiple times, and they pay you a lot of money. So I think, and over the years, right, it increases. You get more and more clothing allowance. I think I should be getting about $600 to $700 this time around. And with it being tax free, my next paycheck is going to be looking fat within the next like two or 3 days here. So I should be getting right about a little bit over $2,000 is what I'm expecting my next paycheck. Which those $2,000 is going to go directly to the stock market. There's some stocks that I want. I don't know what yet, but yeah. Thanks for watching, listening to me today. Have a nice Navy day, guys.